Hello students, myself Dr. Chaya BM, Associate Professor, Department of ECE, Sai Vidya Institute of Technology. So in this video, we will be looking into Module 1 concepts, that is Introduction to Real-Time Systems. The following topics have to be covered in the Module 1. The first section involves Introduction to the Real-Time System, where we are trying to understand the elements of a computer control system, definitions of real-time system, what are the classifications of real-time system, time constraints, classification of programs. The second section involves concepts of computer control. So there are various computer controls we need to discuss. The first thing is sequence control, loop control, supervisory control, centralized computer control, and hierarchical systems. Definition of real-time systems. What is real-time? Real-time is a quantitative notion of time to measure using physical or a real clock. For example, we observe such quantitative notion of time in an automated chemical plant. Consider when temperature of a chemical reaction chamber attains a certain predetermined temperature, say 250 degrees Celsius. The system automatically switches off the heaters within a predetermined time interval, say within 30 milliseconds. So we can notice that here the behavior of the chemical plant, that is the time value that was referred to denote the readings of some physical clock present in the plant automation system. Therefore, the system is called as a real-time system when we need quantitative expression of time. When I say quantitative expression of time, it is nothing but the real time to describe the behavior of the system. So here in the definition 1 we can see that it says real-time systems are those which must produce correct responses within a definite time limit. Definition 2. A real-time system reads input from the plant and sends control signals to the plant at times determined by the plant operating conditions. Suppose if you fix the sampling interval to be 30 milliseconds, as taken the example for chemical reaction plant. So if the sampling interval is 30 milliseconds, it should read input, send control signals and produce output based upon the time determination. So this is definition 2. Similarly, definition 3 says real-time systems are required to compute and deliver correct responses within a specified period of time. It means to say that it has to obey deadline and produce output within the time determined, as well as it also ensures that it must ensure to deliver correct responses within a specified period of time. Definition 4 says the system is said to be real-time system when we need quantitative expression or notion of time or real time to describe the behavior of the system. Elements of computer control system. So here we are basically trying to understand a simple plant operation. So the plant considered here is a hot air blower. Basically, the hot air blower is used to dry the component. Let's see the working of an hot air blower present here. So here we have a blower, so where air blows over an heating element. So this is a heating element present and into the tube. So the air is blown, a centrifugal fan is present here where air is blown over the heating element and into the tube. So at the end of this tube you can see thermistor bead. So this is the thermistor bead. When I say thermistor bead, the thermistor is a resistor which is a temperature dependent. That is, flow of electric current changes rapidly with small changes in the temperature. So at the outlet of the tube we can see the thermistor and forms as one arm of the bridge circuit. It is acting as one arm of the bridge circuit. Next, the amplifier output of this bridge circuit is available at B. This is at point B. So whatever the amplifier output that is available, So it is available at this point B and provides voltage in the range of 0 to 10 volts, which is proportional to the temperature value. So when the varying voltage, so the varying voltage, so here whatever we have got, it is a voltage value which is ranging from 0 to 10 volts. So now this B is now connected to this A. So now the varying voltage is applied to A. So A is acting as input to the thyristor unit with the varying voltages. The current is supplied to the heating element through this thyristor. What is the function of this thyristor? Thyristor is the circuit which operates when small voltage is applied to the gate terminal. The current will flow from anode to cathode. The main idea is to heat up this heating element through the thyristor unit. So I repeat this. So when a varying voltage is applied, so whatever we get at B, the same voltage is being applied to the point A. So here the current is supplied to the heating element by varying the supplying of a DC voltage at point A. The fan is also adjusted by means of this motor control, and it has two logics as we can see here. The first logic operates at constant speed and turn on or off by a logic signal, and second logic will give you the direction of rotation, either it is clockwise or anti-clockwise. Apart from that, the operator is provided with the panel. So you can also have an operator with this panel which is provided in order to control the entire plant operation, switching from automatic to manual controls. So basically the desired output temperature has to be set as a set point in order for an operator by using this slider potentiometer. We can have a slider potentiometer where we can adjust the output temperature by means of setting an input value of an air, okay, by using a slider potentiometer. So this is the basic arrangement of elements of computer control system to explain an operation of an hot air blower. This is operator panel. This is a motor control, and we have major components of bridge circuit, thyristor, and we have a thermistor bead. This is called as a thermistor bead, which is acting as in one arm of the bridge circuit. So these are the various key points to understand. That is, the voltage obtained at B varied from 0 to 10 volts, can be the temperature dependent, and is now connected to point A. And thyristor operation is very simple, that whenever a small gate voltage is applied, current will flow from anode to cathode. The current supplied to the heating element can be varied by supplying DC voltage in the range of 0 to 10 volts to point A and attain the desired temperature based upon the set point. So here we are trying to understand the computer control of an hot air blower. It means that the hot air blower is being now connected to the computer. So the operations of this plant using a computer requires software in order to support three types of operations: monitoring, control and actuations. The operation and all what we understood is similar to the elements of computer control system. Then we have to also mention that we have digital inputs, digital outputs, and some of the signals that are related to analog signals, and it's being sent to ADC. And there are, from the computer we are taking digital signals and it's being sent to the plant, that is used through DAC. So this is a simple setup to make you understand what happens if hot air blower connects to the computer. So as mentioned, the computer operates three things. The first, monitoring, controlling and actuation. Monitoring basically involves obtaining the information about the current state of the plant. So when I say current state or information, it always basically means analog signals connected to the plant and digital signals connected to the plant. When I say analog signals, it includes air temperature, fan inlet positions and so on. Digital signals can be your motor signals, which is on and off status signal, and heater on or off status signals. And controlling basically it means to take care of two two types of operations. One is automatic changeover from manual to auto and auto to manual. So that means the computer should be able to handle this changeover, and apart from that the computer should also take care of the interlock and sequence operations. What do you mean by interlocking operations? Suppose for example if fan is not running, the computer must ensure that the heater should not be on. So such small interlock operations has to be taken care by the computer. That involves control mechanisms. And we also have an actuation which requires provision of a voltage proportional to demanded heat output. So these are the three operations that has to be taken care by the computer when it is when hot air blower is connected to this computer. Generalized computer control system. So we can see that we have a computer unit with the standard input output devices connected to it. We have an input devices, output devices, which we call as interfaces generally, and we also have the plant. This plant can be an hot air blower, which we just saw that. So what is that we are trying to understand here is that a general computer control system. So we will have input output devices like we saw ADC, DAC, digital input, analog input units. Plant can be, for example, an hot air blower. So the input devices are the one which transmits information to the plant. What the information present here has to be transmitted to the computer by using an input devices. It is done through this input devices. Each input output devices require software to operate it. So the softwares are represented as input and output tasks. So this is a generalized computer control system. So the same computer system reference to hardware and software interfaces are also shown here. So we can see that the computer itself is a software, so which has to take care of so many things like monitoring, controlling and actuation. So this entire setup is called as a controller task. So we can see that there is a computer with so many parts, that is the input devices. We have an input task, input image, everything is a software oriented. Here you have an input internal image of a plant, and output image, output task. So the computer here block indicates the software required to operate the interface devices, as I mentioned, and the input devices plus input software or input task will gather information from the plant. Will gather information, so it has to be conveyed to the computer, right? So these two will the input device plus input task will gather information and it will create an input image to the plant. So this input image will be in terms of a snapshot which represents the status of the plant. So once the controller task analyzes the snapshot of that is sent to the controller task by the input image, the process obtaining of a snapshot will have to undergo two types of techniques, that is digitization and sampling by this controller task. So once if the processing is done, the output image represents the current set of outputs that are generated from this controller task. So that will be updated to the output task and it should be conveyed to the plant or an external word to the output device. This is a simple setup of the generalized computer control using hardware and software interfaces. The key points are also mentioned here. We can see that the input device plus input task gather information to create input image. The input image, it will be in terms of snapshot that involves digitization and sampling. So once this is done, it should be understood by the controller task which performs various operations to generate an output image. The output image represents the set of outputs and that are updated periodically to the plant based upon the input received to the computer. Thank you.